Good day, freaks, geeks, and fellow psychosmonauts. Welcome to Blunts, Bunts, Bats, and or Bowls, depending on your preference. Light up a joint, smoke a bowl, take a cookie. If you do, hit pause and come back in an hour. It's Brian Pisani. I got my good friend John Buchan, Cam Richardson here tonight. We do have the trio going for the podcast. How you guys doing today?
Living.
Yeah, man. Pretty excited. First time. I missed,
Excited for this.
Yeah,
missed the first inaugural.
It was a little test show, you know.
Yeah, that's good.
A little YouTube action.
Yep. Had a big Blue Jays victory today. Blue Jays were playing Boston. Was this the wrap-up of the series?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Final game.
Final game.
What did you guys think?
I had the radio perspective today, but it sounded bloody awesome. Estrada. It's nice to see him going. I'm sure everybody wasn't quite sure about, if Estrada would be a number 2 type material, because that's really what we kind of need him to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
His stuff looked great.
Yeah.
He looked like he was in control, and he looked like clutch. Like he had that kind of...
Yeah.
A lot of strikeouts when he needed them. Ball was moving where it needed to be.
The changeup is deadly.
Yeah, well, that's what his bread and butter was today again.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a nice mix-up pitcher. I don't know. I can't expect the same thing that we got out of him last year. If anything's close to that, he'd be happy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, we dropped the joint.
Oh,
We dropped a
down.
cherry. That happened.
Uh-oh.
Nuts.
Now we're going to be smoking carpet weed.
That's okay. That's what I'm used to.
Throw it in there. Look at that. Saved it.
Beauty. That's what we're all about here, eh? Improvising.
Saving stuff.
Improvising, recycle. That's how we roll in Canada. Blah, blah. So how many strikeouts did Estrada have today?
Enough. I don't know the exact number, but he was making a lot of guys look pretty upset. Especially Pedroia.
Big throwaway there
Pedroia
trying to turn the double play.
Usually hammers us, too.
Yeah.
Pedroia has our number, at least. He definitely came down on us last year a few times.
All right, Estrada had 8 strikeouts through 7 innings. That's pretty decent.
Anytime you can rattle off K per inning pitched is a pretty nice rate.
And then you got, it's a 2-0 game, and then you got Donaldson coming in there for the insurance again, number 4 on the season for him.
Yeah.
That's what they gutted it out today. They won it on pitching. They won it on a couple key defensive plays.
Yeah.
Timely hitting. That's a baseball win.
Yeah.
And like we were talking about earlier, not exactly a game that a lot of people saw the Blue Jays winning this year. A lot of people saw the Blue Jays coming in this year and just bludgeoning teams with the bats. So it's nice to see that we can win games in different ways. And actually there hasn't been a blowout as of yet. And I think we're all waiting for that first one where they can post a couple digits and go banging.
I thought the home opener was looking that way. When Donaldson hit that 4th home run, I jumped off the couch and I'm like, you know what? Or the grand slam.
Yeah.
I was like, this is it. But obviously we had we noted, we were just talking before this podcast started. We were talking about Stroman on Friday looking a little bit nervous, and he's usually good like that, but he was looking a little bit
a little jumpy, a little ahead of himself, low, missing the zone. But
sweaty.
You can understand it, and he's an emotional pitcher, right? A young guy. But overall,
We were talking about that, the article about him.
Yes.
We all read that.
Yeah.
I think we were all pretty impressed with what we read.
Yeah, being GTA kids.
Yeah.
I think you love seeing a guy who is up-and-coming star really, really enjoy the light that's being shown to him in Toronto.
Yeah.
And, there's nowhere to go but up with him, and the Jays can just ride the coattails pretty much.
It's nice. It's nice to see a guy that you know, at least based on kind of his pedigree so far and what he's pitched so far, and coming back from the injury, you've got a future ace. All things kind of following the arc they're going, which is nice. And a guy that wants to be here, like he said he didn't even, when he first heard he was coming to Canada, he didn't like the thought of it at all. Which is kind of what people from Toronto or Canada kind of expect out of our athletes.
And
but
when he was drafted, they were
shit.
They were I think it was the year,
for lack of a better term, they were shit.
Yeah, so he's coming up here. He's taking the time now. He's been able to come here and be a part of a resurgence. So he's
you got to be fucking jacked.
Yeah,
you kidding me?
And
his age,
and him and Sanchez with the great friendship, and I think they're both as excited for Sanchez getting his shot in the rotation, which he's looked good as well. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, that's just a perfect dynamic for moving forward.
A nice 1-2 moving forward, yeah.
Yeah, the, friendly competitiveness between the two of them pushing, going, doing the best they can.
I almost missed him coming out of the bullpen there on the weekend. When we were...
Sanchez, yeah.
Yeah, like, you kind of got used to just the whole setup of Sanchez or Cecil and then Osuna.
Yeah. But last year also early we had our, everyone needed to find their footings in the bullpen as well. So I think it's just a little bit of a curve that way. Hopefully the same kind of thing this year. Because, Storm's a better pitcher than he showed in his appearance there.
He looked good today, yeah.
Yesterday, though, it wasn't his finest hour. But
no, there's got to be a bit of pressure, too. Like, you go from playing playoff baseball when you're so zoned in, and then you got a whole off season to think about it. And you're back to the sellouts, you're back to the Red Sox, you're back to opening day.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick up where you left off. They might have thought they could.
Yeah.